Good morning. Good morning. My name is Rick Noda. I am the founder of T3 Body and your host for T3 Talks, where we tighten, tactical, and transition. This week, we're back to school, you guys. Now, a big thing about going back to school is, your road dogs, your friend, your kid, your cockroaches, whatever you call them, you guys, we're going back to school. Now, what I think is kind of nice is as your kids get older, there's a lot of things that you can start to show to help with going back to school. One of the things that I enjoy doing is ever since my kids were in about 7 years old, I sat them down one day and I had them read the back of the laundry detergent bottle. And it says, step 1, put clothes in the washer. Step 2, select proper setting. Step 3, and so on and so on. So one of the things that we did the summertime before my kids went back to school is that we practiced with them doing their own laundry. Then we went ahead and also practiced on how to prepare their own lunches. Because I will tell you, mom and dad, and I do say mom and dads because there are stay-home dads now, which are awesome, all right, that no kid likes UFOs. I'll say that again. No kid likes UFOs. Now, anybody knows what a UFO means in my previous podcast is unidentified foil object. All right? So in my house, we were a little poor and never knew it, but my mom made us wish sandwiches that were UFOs. Now, how cool is it when you open up a sandwich and there is nothing in between it? So my mom just said, hey, she took two pieces of bread, put it into some aluminum foil, and handed it to me to go to school. Now, guess where that went when I was done? First off, I was a little mad because, you go to the person next to you, and at that time they had, someone have a little peanut butter and jelly, and then they'll have the little cookies and their little animal cookies. And I used to say, man, my parents don't love me, man, because they don't put the little animal cook crackers, in the little like Jimmy Neutron lunchbox or whatever, Come to find, my actual parents were doing me a big favor because I was, after that bread incident, just like I told you with my kids, after they're 7 years old, I was in charge of making my own lunches. So when I was 8 years old, my dad goes and my mom goes, there's the bread, there's the meat, put it together. And te voy a decir algo, para hueva flojera, or my laziness or whatever, didn't do it. So my parents, I would go into school, they'd go, Mr. and Mrs. Noda, do you know that we have seen Rick for a bunch of times who, he hasn't brought a lunch? And my dad goes, yeah, because he's supposed to make his own lunch. He'll learn that lesson. Well, what's just really nice, though, you guys, is, I'm 8 years old. I'm doing my own laundry. I'm making my own lunches or not making my own lunches. But what we're not doing is wasting food, right? So because, again, is it like, I often joke around, it's like that movie, I think it was Growing Up, where the guy goes, earmuffs, or when Vince Vaughn goes, earmuffs. Well, my parents didn't want to go earmuffs. Like, they didn't want to hear that I was taking the food and throwing it in the garbage. That's wasteful, all right? What they were trying to show me is life lessons, and that life lesson was, hey, when you go to your job, guess who's going to make your lunch? You. So it's habits that you want to install when you're 8 years old, not 38, not 28, not 18. So if you're not reinforcing those habits then it's really kind of really hard to do it when you're older because you're already like, Mom, can you make my lunch? Well, that's one of the changes that I think is super important as you're getting your kids ready to go to school on a daily basis. Make sure you show them how to do their laundry. Make sure they prepare their own lunches. Now, as a parent, you have to allow to give them the tools for success. So if you're a Costco person, Smart and Final, Vons, Jewel, Osco, Save-On, Piggly Wiggly, wherever groceries you buy groceries, you do want to buy things in a little bit more bulk. All right, you want to buy some bigger items. Then what you do is on a Saturday and Sunday, you help them put together the little sandwich bags for the whole week. Then you take a container of Tupperware or a plastic container and you throw it in the refrigerator. So you put together your celery sticks, you put together your carrot sticks. You take 2 or 3 cookies, because again, in lunch we can have a few cookies. So you put them together so we have portion control. You have your cookies. So it looks like an assembly line in your refrigerator with trays, so that when they come in, they just boop, boop, boop. They take it. If they want to make a sandwich, they make a sandwich. They take the bread and they put that on there. Now, let's keep it simple. I'm not a big fan of lunch meats. I think the little thing that's a little bit nice into our heart, a little peanut butter and jelly, all right? Maybe with crust on or crust off. Don't be lazy. Don't go buy the ones that are in the freezer. You guys are full of preservatives. Oh, but my kids are eating Lunchables and they're eating something. Yeah, just again, meat products and high fructose sugar is not good stuff. So if you want to cut the crust off your bread, cut all the crust off of the bread all at once and put it back into the actual bag, so that you don't have to do it every single time. You just do it once and it's taken care of. I love almond butter and jelly, and it's a really good meal. So you guys, today's lesson, when it comes to going back to school and doing this change with our kids, is really try to show them how to do their own laundry, all right, and make their own lunches. What that does for you as a parent, it allows for you to delegate some of that authority and some of that responsibility, all right? And they love that, because, again, kids need time away from their smartphones. They need time away from the TV to do things that make them feel good. Last thing, parents, if they don't make their lunch and they don't wash their clothes and they come up to you and say, "Mommy, papi, no tengo chonis, no tengo calzones," say, "You know what? Turn them inside out there, Frank, and you'll be okay. See you later. When you come home tonight, you're going to make sure you do your laundry." So when I say our motivation inspires you to be better, make sure you're wearing some clean chonies. T3 Body, you guys, is a company and a fitness company that really talks about the complete athlete. When I talk about our motivation inspires you to be better, all right, as a non-for-profit that supports military veterans that suffer from mental health issues, I really enjoy the support you guys are giving me here on YouTube. But again, I am seeking clients on my T3 Body. So if you go ahead and take a look at my website, understand that the intimacy of getting to know you starts with just 30 minutes motivation. So you go on there, you sign up for one of those, you get a one-on-one remote talk with me just like this. Then I encourage you to go and look at one of my training plans, download a 4 to 8 week training plan, and really kind of just test your body, test yourself, and just really start to get yourself ready to then do the next thing, is where you get 4 or 5 of your friends together and dare yourself to be better, where there you have a little bit more of my information along with my training plan. You get some remote sessions with me regardless of where you're at. You notice if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you can hear my voice and I can train you, all right? And that 45-day dare is a great way to just see and challenge yourself to really do the final thing, is become a member. Being a member with me is a commitment, and it's made for just an elite amount of people. So when I talk about membership here, I really talk about a really elite group of individuals who really understand our core values of God, country, family, and really live by and have really adopted where our motivation inspires them to be better. So I wanted to touch on that, you guys, and really use that so that individuals like yourself who are getting better and inspiring others that understand that, we do need your support to keep everything going.